in last video we discussed about mole concept, or we started mole concept. Here we will discuss some questions given in the textbook, and the mole concept will continue with the exercise questions, because in mole concept the more you solve questions, the more concept will be clear. Okay, so we will solve those questions, but let us start serially. So I think these two questions already we discussed. Define atomic mass unit, you have the answer of it. And why is it not possible to see all atoms with naked eyes? Because the size of atom is very small. Okay, these are minute particles. Next question is given in this page. Okay, so here the first question is that write down the formula. So some of these formulas already you have written, like sodium oxide, you have written the formula of it. I think I gave you homework. Aluminium chloride. Aluminium chloride will be, you know how to write, because first we write like this, chlorine. Okay, for aluminium the charge is 3, chlorine is 1, so cross multiplication, so it will be Al, then Cl3. Okay, this is the formula for aluminium chloride. Next, sodium sulfide. Sodium sulfide is only S, so this thing you remember, sulfide is S, sulfate SO4. Okay, so here Na will be 1, this is 2 negative, so it goes like this. So the formula is Na2S, sodium sulfide. Next one is magnesium oxide, magnesium hydroxide. This magnesium hydroxide you have done. Alright, now write down the names of the compounds represented by this. So here the reverse thing is asked, that means the formulas are given, you are asked to write down the name of those compounds. Alright, the first one, it will be aluminium sulfate. You try by yourself, I am just telling you the names. Aluminium sulfide, aluminium sulfate, then calcium chloride, then potassium sulfate, then potassium nitrate, then calcium carbonate. Once again I am telling, aluminium sulfate, calcium chloride, potassium sulfate, potassium nitrate, calcium carbonate. Okay. Then next question, okay, one more is there, no? Two more are there. What is meant by the term chemical formula? So chemical formula, I think I gave you the definition, but since still you can write this definition also, this one. The chemical formula of a compound is a symbolic representation of its composition. Okay, this is the definition. Then next question is, how many atoms are present in a H2S molecule? H2S molecule, 2 hydrogen, 1 sulfur, so it will be 3. Next one, phosphorus, 1 oxygen, 4, so it is 5. Charge we don't see, charge no need to see, you just see 4 oxygen, 1 phosphorus, so it is 5. And above one, 2 hydrogen, 1 sulfur, so it will be 3. Okay, next is this page. Okay, calculate the molecular masses. That is also simple. Molecular masses, that is H2. You have one table, there the masses of few elements are given. This table. Okay, hydrogen is 1, no? So here how we will calculate it, hydrogen 1, so but there are 2 hydrogen, so it will be 2 into 1, so that means it is 2, unit will be U. Fine. Next one, Oxygen. For oxygen in the table you see that the mass is given 16, but here it is given O2. So that means it is 16 into 2, that is 32, unit is U. Okay. Next one, chlorine, Cl2. So Cl is given 35.5, 2, that means into 2. So if you multiply 35 into 2 is how much? 70 and 1, so 71 U. Okay, so I think you will be able to do for the rest. Okay, I am doing this one, CH3OH. CH3OH, carbon 12, H3 plus 3 into 1, 1 for hydrogen, but there are 3 hydrogen, plus 1 oxygen, so 16, plus again 1 hydrogen, that is 1. So total how much it will be? This is 12 plus 3 plus 16 and 1 17, so 17 and 3 it is 20, 20 plus 10 30, 32. This is 32, unit is U. Okay, so I think this is clear. Then next is rest you can do. I think NH3, C2H4, nitrogen is 14, so in that way you can calculate, and still if you have any doubt you can ask later on. Next one, number 2. See here, the difference between these two questions is that here you are asked to find out molecular mass, here you are asked to find the formula unit mass. I already told you that basically molecular mass and formula unit mass, there is no vast difference. Only we use the term formula unit mass for those compounds which are ionic in nature, ionic compound. That means ionic compound means, suppose zinc oxide, if you break it, we are going to get two ion, one is zinc, one is oxide, right? So that is why these are ionic compound, and for ionic compound the mass that we calculate, this is called formula unit mass. The process is same. Okay, one from here I will do, rest you can do by yourself because the masses are also mentioned here. So suppose zinc oxide, so zinc, the mass of zinc is given 65. Though these values are given, you remember these values. Okay, 65 is for zinc, so 65 plus, with zinc what else is there? Oxygen. So mass of oxygen is 16, we know this one. So 65 plus 16, how much it is? 11, 1, then 6, 7, 8, 81, no? 81 U. Okay, so in this way you can calculate for the rest too, Na2O and K2CO3. If you find any problem you can ask later on. Okay, then okay, this one. Okay, so for this I have the answer with me, just a second. For these two questions, okay, question number 1 and 2, here it is. Number 1, it is given that if 1 mole of carbon atoms weigh 12 grams, that means its weight is 12 gram of 1 mole carbon atom, because we know that mass of one carbon atom is how much? 12 U. Anyways, you are asked to find out the mass of one carbon atom, but not in U but in gram. Simple one, we will use unitary method. Okay, how we will use? In this way, 1 mole of carbon atom means how many atoms? 1 mole. 1 mole means this many atoms. Avogadro's number 6.022 into 10 to the power 25, sorry 23. So this many atoms are in 1 mole. So if the mass of 1 mole is 12 gram, that means mass of this many atom is 12 gram. Then mass of one atom will be how much? Unitary method, 12 divided by this number. Okay, so mass of one atom is equal to 12 divided by this number. So if you do the calculation, 10 to the power 23 will move up, it will become minus 23, and 12 by 6.022, if you do it, it is around 2, that means it is 1.99. Okay, so this is the answer, this much of gram. Okay, then next one is given here, number 2. Okay. Which has more number of atoms, 100 gram of sodium or 100 gram of iron? Alright, we have to compare. So to compare, okay, this thing is also given that the mass of sodium is 23, mass of iron is 56. So these are certain things that you should remember also. Sodium is 23, iron is 56. So we'll write it like this. 23 gram of sodium, if one atom is 23U, then 1 mole of sodium will be how much? 23 gram, 1 mole. So that's what I have written, that it is written here that 23 gram of sodium is equal to this many atoms, which is equal to 1 mole. We have to calculate that in 100 gram sodium how many atoms are there. Again unitary method. 23 gram of sodium means this many atoms. So 1 gram of sodium will be how much? Though that step is not done here, you can do 23 gram equal to this many atom. 1 gram is how many atom? This divided by 23 means this part. Okay. Then how much we need? 100 gram. So 100 gram of sodium will be how much then? Okay. Once again. This one again I am telling you, 23 gram of sodium is this many atom. 1 gram of sodium will be this by 23. So this by 23 means it is this part, no? This part for 1 gram. Now how much gram is given? 100 gram. So what shall we do? This one into 100. Okay. Do the calculation. The value comes as this. Alright. So this many atoms are present in 100 gram of sodium. Then we have to find out 100 gram of iron contains how many atoms. Then we will compare. So mass of iron is 56. So how we will write? 56 gram of iron equal to 1 mole, and 1 mole means how many atoms? This many. So 56 gram of iron is this many atoms. 1 gram of iron will be this by 56. This part. So 100 gram iron will be this into 100. If you do the calculation, the value comes as this. So which one is more? Which one is more? This one is more, no? Sodium. So the answer is 100 gram of sodium contains more atoms. See, to compare, both the powers are made equal, 24, 24. So that comparison becomes easy. Okay, you can try it by yourself also. If you find any problem, you can ask. Okay, so here, okay, so all the questions which are given inside in your chapter, that much we discussed. Then next class we will start exercise questions, and in exercise questions there are some questions which is related to mole concept, and when we will solve those questions, this mole concept will be more clear to us. Okay, thank you.